What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jai. I hope all is well with y'all today. This week, Bitcoin broke out from $11,000 to $12,450. So in this video, we'll just be looking at Bitcoin and what we can expect the prices to do over the next 2 weeks. We about to get into the Bitcoin video. This is my first Bitcoin video, so it's gonna be a little, different. You know what I'm saying? I want to do more of these Bitcoin because they actually Bitcoin moves very slow, and I don't really talk about Bitcoin too much, but the moves that happen in Bitcoin it's really worth looking at it because Bitcoin moves a lot. It just moves slow. To dive into the video, we'll be talking about Bitcoin, where the prices has been, and basically where we want the prices to be for next week. Because if we can catch where these prices are going to be, then we can find good entries. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get started with the video. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Leave a comment on the video if you have any questions. Make sure you subscribe to the page. We taking this channel. I'm going all full force with this channel. So make sure y'all subscribe to be a part of Trading with Jai. You know what I'm saying? Just subscribe to the page. We about to get started. All right, y'all. So here we are on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. And I know it can be a little weird just looking at it from a daily perspective because it's so much more range that we have to cover. So that's where we want to be though, just so we can track the prices out for the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna see where today is the 19th. Today is the 19th of, what's today, y'all? Today the 19th of August, right? Yeah, today the 19th of August. So by really going into September, we want to see where these prices are gonna be. So let's take a look. So we right here, right now, Bitcoin really dropped from that perspective on Monday, because from Monday, Bitcoin shot up to 12,450. So from there, I want to see prices come back up here, but that's a line I drew. That's that 1300 level, 1400. So I'm gonna put that probably somewhere in the September range. And I think that's because we're gonna kind of shoot down. Bitcoin is gonna keep shooting down, I feel like. And then from there, we can expect Bitcoin to probably shoot up, because even though Bitcoin is very volatile, it can get very volatile, we still treat it as a regular pair. You know what I'm saying? And with Bitcoin right now, we are at our yearly highs. You know what I'm saying? We are at yearly highs from basically May. We got, let's see, well, actually, I went back too far. We're reaching yearly highs from July. So we got yearly highs for Bitcoin around July 26th, maybe a couple weeks ago. So we pretty much broke through those highs. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of shows us that we're going to, I wouldn't say that it guarantees that we will continue, but and we wouldn't want to see Bitcoin sell off until we start trading below these lines, right? So right now we are in a bullish market for Bitcoin. We want to see Bitcoin go up, but we have to wait it out first, because we know that we have to set up those buys for Bitcoin. So I have I got my line set for 13,000. I'm gonna have that set right here. No later than, let's see, no later than September, we're just gonna say September 9th. We wanna see Bitcoin rise to 13,000 around, before September 9th. Maybe the week after that, but we can expect Bitcoin to rise to 13,000. But for now, I just kind of want to see Bitcoin. Play around, consolidate in this area right here, in these little areas. So when we get down here, right here to this major resistance level, then that's that fake out, because traders are going to think to sell it down because we're at a resistance. But I think that fake out right there is going to take us to this 13,000 level. Because if you look at Bitcoin, people are buying a lot of Bitcoin. People need Bitcoin to trade currencies. You need Bitcoin to trade cryptocurrency. So we're going to see this price go up because people are buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been rising over the past couple years, you know what I'm saying? So we want to see Bitcoin continue that trend until we see a huge decline in Bitcoin. But right now, Bitcoin is going crazy because there are a lot of people there's so many people learning about Forex, and that's getting into trading. And then you have to, I want to say that you have to, but to transform your money into cryptocurrency, you have to buy some form of cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin is one of those major cryptos that you will buy. So, you know, Bitcoin overall is going to keep rising, I feel like, from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's been doing over the past year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get sell-offs in Bitcoin. We obviously get huge sell-offs in Bitcoin because there are a lot of times where people are not really using Bitcoin, so that price will deflate. But that's only so people can continue to buy it. Those prices deflate so people can buy Bitcoin at better prices. You know what I'm saying? So right here with Bitcoin, like for these next 2 weeks, I kind of want to see, like I said, these next 2 weeks, I want to see Bitcoin, you know, kind of deflate their prices. You know what I'm saying? Just get better entry points for traders. You know what I'm saying? Just get better buying points for traders. So typically I want to see this Bitcoin drop down, you know what I'm saying, for the next 2 weeks. And then from, I say, around late August, early September, going into mid-September, you know, going into those fall, the new season, I kind of want to see Bitcoin reach that 13,000 level. With the EMAs, it can look a little weird, but we broke right here through a major resistance level. So I really think this resistance level right here, I think this is going to become new support. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a major resistance level. We have more resistance up here, but even right here, where I'm shaking my mouse, right here, let me put a line for y'all so y'all can actually see. Right here, we have a lot of resistance. You see what I'm saying? Because whenever we got up there, we turned around. You know what I'm saying? We turned around in the opposite direction. That's where our major resistance level is. Even when you go back all the way to 2018, prices don't, you know what I'm saying? Prices typically turn away from this level. You know what I mean? So I think with this Bitcoin, we're going to typically shoot back down to this resistance. We're going to shoot back down to this resistance right here. And then from there, remember what I said. From there, we drop down and then we go up from Bitcoin. But this is just an analysis. This is my analysis for Bitcoin, but we really wouldn't know until we got news from Bitcoin. And, you know, but like I said, overall, Bitcoin has been rising from this year. Bitcoin has been rising. We are at all-time highs right now for Bitcoin. So I really want to see Bitcoin continue to go up. Eventually, I feel like Bitcoin will eventually probably even reach this 2,000 mark, but that probably won't even be later into the year. But eventually Bitcoin is going to reach 20K. So, you know what I'm saying? If you were looking to buy Bitcoin, I definitely think you should and hold it out for a couple months. You know, that's the type of trading I'm trying to get into, longer term trades. Because if you are able to hold those trades out, then you will get a nice return on your investment. So, you know what I'm saying? Bitcoin is the new wave, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Bitcoin is the new wave. I'm messing with Bitcoin. I'm really messing with Bitcoin. This past week, when Bitcoin rose to 12,450, I was in the buy and I was just so upset because it hit my stop loss before continuing to go up. You know what I'm saying? So I was real tight on that. But it's all good though, you know what I'm saying? We see the moves happen and we try to anticipate them before they happen. So the more you're able to study these markets, the better, you know, the more likely you are to get money, you know what I'm saying? Get profit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole point of this, to make money and make profit, you know what I'm saying? So once Bitcoin reaches up here to this 14,000 level, then I can expect prices to kind of shoot down here. You know what I'm saying? Probably around here. And then from this point right here, we probably won't even go that low. You know, we probably won't even go that low. But if we do, then I think Bitcoin will start rising back around, you know, those Christmas days. Because if you think about it, people are starting to buy more Bitcoin to trade. You know what I'm saying? Stocks are picking up and you need to have Bitcoin to trade. So I think a lot of Bitcoin is going to be bought around those Halloween, you know what I'm saying, around Halloween and spooky season, fall season and shit like that. So we can expect prices to go back up, probably past where we are now. You know what I'm saying? We probably expect prices to shoot up past this 13,000 level. You know what I'm saying? But that probably won't be later into the year, so we can get into it. But yeah, guys, that was just basically my insight, you know, my analysis on Bitcoin. You know, I may not be right, you know what I'm saying? I may not be right, but the market conditions, you know what I'm saying? With these market conditions, then it looks a little likely for Bitcoin to do what we just drew out, because if it doesn't follow these lines like directly, we'll see prices respect these lines that we got. You know what I'm saying? Because these are following the market patterns. These patterns that we drew are basically following market patterns. So it's not like we just drawing any random lines and hoping for prices to reach up there. You know what I'm saying? We're actually following the market. And the more we are able to keep up with Bitcoin news, then the more we'll know what's actually going on. We're just gonna keep eye on Bitcoin for the next month, guys. We're gonna see what's going on. You know, I'm loving talking to y'all about Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? Because this is not something I usually do. And to step into something new is very, very like cool for me. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's cool for you too. So that's why I want y'all to engage, you know, have any comments that y'all have. Leave out comments in the comment section, guys. I'm getting back to all you guys. I love chatting it up with you guys. Hopefully one day we can all just have like a big like conference call or something. You know what I'm saying? That's for the future. But for now, make sure y'all thumbs up the video, subscribe to the page. It's your boy Jai, and I appreciate y'all for watching.